All right, let's warm up a little bit. Type of 1 in the chat if you're gonna be the first millionaire in your family. Type of 1 in the chat if you go create trust fund babies in your family. All right, let's warm up a little bit. Type of 1 in the chat if you're gonna be the first millionaire in your family. Type of 1 in the chat if you go create trust fund babies in your family. All right, let's warm up a little bit. Type of 1 in the chat if you're gonna be the first millionaire in your family. Hold on. Type of 1 in the chat if you go create trust fund babies in your family. Let's warm up a little bit. Type of 1 in the chat. I don't know how that's gonna work. All right, let's turn that off. All right. Let's start over. Type of 1 in the chat, you're gonna be the first millionaire in your family. Type of 1 in the chat if you're gonna own some land this year. Type of 1 in the chat if you're gonna be a real estate tycoon. Type of 1 in the chat if you're gonna own a Lamborghini before you die. Type of 1 in the chat if you're gonna own an apartment complex before you die. Type of 1 in the chat if you are committed to funding your trust. Type of 1 in the chat if you are in the 1% club. Type of 1 in the chat if you refuse to be in the 99% club. Type of 1 in the chat if you are going to set up your holdings company next month. Type of 1 in the chat if you are going to start building business credit in the next 30 days. Type of 1 in the chat if you're going to own a Rolls Royce before you die. Type of 1 in the chat if you're going to have a personal driver before you die. Type of 1 in the chat if you're going to own a yacht before you die. Type of 1 in the chat if you're going to build your dream house before you die. Type of 1 in the chat if you're going to leave a foundation of generational wealth for your children and their children and their children. Type of 1 in the chat if they gonna know your name in 7 generations. All right, everybody that type the 1 in the chat, give yourself a round of applause. All right, so today I just want to go through a few things, and then we got a special guest. We're gonna have a training. So many people feel like, oh, I have to have money to start a business, or I have to have money to invest in a business, I have to have this, or I have to have that. So I brought in somebody that looks up to me like a mentor. I brought him in, and I asked him, will he do a lesson today, a training today on how he got started. I think it's very important that we hear people's stories, because that helps us to recondition our mindset, because sometimes we feel like we're limited, right? And I've been there. We feel like we're limited. We don't have the resources. What you laughing at, Rob? We feel like we limited. We don't have the resources. So I
was really laughing because did you hear your brother's response?
Help us with some mindset stuff. He's gonna talk about his journey and his business, how he's built his business to make 7 figures or more. He started out with $0. Before I get started, I just want to give all my 1% Club members an update. All right, and then we're gonna take some questions in the end. But I want to give you an update because we don't have to be long to be strong, right? So we are launching in a few different cities, as you guys know. We launching in Baton Rouge. We have a few people that's doing Indianapolis. We're looking for locations in Indianapolis right now, and then we're also doing Atlanta. And then but in the near future we're gonna be doing Miami, right? We gotta start doing more masterminds and events and lifestyle things. And then I those of you that want to get into the car rental business, I'm gonna have some opportunities for you to get into the car rental business really soon in Miami. As you guys know, I moved from LA to Miami. I moved my cars from LA to Miami, and I also purchased new cars when I went to Miami. And a lot of my cars are paid off now because they stay consistently rented. I can't even drive my own cars when I go to Miami. Not that I care, because I don't care about cars if you know me, but I have a lot of cars. But so we're gonna be teaching you guys how you can create a rental car business on automation. That means that you put a car in your name and you allow someone, like I do, I allow other people to rent out my cars for me. So I have my cars are with a co-host. So I don't have to worry about maintenance. I don't have to worry about doing check-ins, check-outs, getting gas, going to the car wash. I don't have to worry about that no more, right? Because I use a co-host, which is if you have rental properties, that's considered like a property manager, right? So they get a percentage of the profit, and then you get a percentage of the profit. You pay your car payment. Other people build your credit. other people allow you to have passive income. So we're going to be teaching you guys in the near future how you can do that. That's going to require me to be in Miami, right? So I'll be going back to Miami a lot more frequently than I do now. And then we'll have some opportunities coming up. So we also had a podcast yesterday with Brian Hooks. And does anybody watch, anybody hasn't seen the movie 3 Strikes? Type of one in the chat if you've seen the movie Three Strikes. Type of one in the chat if you've seen the movie Soul Plane. Type of one in the chat if you've seen the movie Boys in the Hood. Type of one in the chat if you've seen the type of one in the chat if you've actually seen Adam and Eve on Tubi. Type of one in the chat if you actually have seen All American, if you watch All American, the series. All right, so we had Kareem and Brian Hooks in, which is Brian Hooks is one of my mentees, and now both of them are part of the 1% Club. We had them on the podcast yesterday, so we'll be airing the podcast. It probably has to be edited. It'll probably be airing next week. But I ask you guys to participate and to share it. Right? We need, as we grow, we need your help. I know Andrea Reed, she shares everything we post on social media. I see that all the time. It doesn't matter what it is, she's posting it and inspiring the people that follow her. So I'm asking for you guys to help us out because we want our podcast to be one of the top podcasts in the world, right? Next thing is if I have any business owners on here, we just got us a booth at InvestFest. So I'm giving you guys heads up. It's in August. I would like for as many of my 1%ers to come to Atlanta as possible. Whether if you have a business, get you a booth. They got booths for as little as $1,000, right? It's over 20,000 people that come to InvestFest. So if I didn't have a business, I'm gonna find me something to sell. All right. So the mindset of people that come to InvestFest are business-minded people. And it just started this is the 3rd year. It just started 3 years ago.
Type of one in the chat.
I know I felt something coming.
Type of one in the chat, man.
It started 2 years ago, right? So now it's the 3rd year. So any of the entrepreneurs in the 1% Club, we will have a booth there. We'll be doing live interviews with our podcast. We'll be giving away a lot of gifts. We'll be getting, but when you have that many people in one conference, what you got to do is come collecting information, because information is what you need. It ain't necessarily turning it into money. If we could collect a lot of the information of the like-minded people that come to the InvestFest, it'd be amazing, right? So it's a few more booths open. They almost sold out. So we'll be there in August. We'll also be doing a brunch at Chef Tanya's restaurant. It's going to be called the 1% Club Brunch. And we're going to be inviting a lot of the people that are going to be participating in InvestFest and a lot of the speakers and stuff like that we know that we're friends with. So we would like to also invite you guys if you decide to come. So you got a few months to plan ahead. But again, if you're an entrepreneur, you have a business, you got to start exposing your business. You got to get out there, get a booth, network, use that opportunity to network with people. My business partner behind me, as you guys see, he's been to the fight. He's been to the in Vegas last week, and then he was just courtside at the Lakers game in Memphis. So he was just telling us at lunch, like, how just being in the environment of that was exclusive, it allowed him to meet a lot of elite people that he would not have normally met if he was up in the watching it from home or he was up in the nosebleed area.
Because you got to understand, there's a lot of people, when they see you in places that they can afford to be in, they want to know, who are you, what you do, how you get here. People are nosy, so they want to know. That's the truth. So, but guess what? Ask me how much did I pay to go to any of those things? $0. I financed it on my credit with a firm. $0. So I got to meet make a lot of good connection with a lot of powerful people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, having good credit changed my life.
So just being in the right room He was saying when he's walking out the door, your network is your net worth.
Yeah.
But just being in the room a lot of times. So I would like as many of our 1%ers in the room at InvestFest in Atlanta. I want us to come strong. I want us to have our shirts on. I want us to do some things around our booth. I want us to all be at the brunch. It's going to be a very nice affair. And so meet us in Atlanta if you can. All right. I think it's the 25th through somebody put in the chat the dates. I sent it out earlier. So what's the date? Somebody tell me. August of what? Nobody knows? All right. So they'll put in the date. They'll put the date in the chat. But you go to the InvestFest website and get your booth if you're interested in getting the booth. Again, a lot of them are gone. We tried to get one of the big ones. All of them are gone. So you got to get what you can get. But I'm just glad we can get in the room. Or if you don't have a booth, if you don't want to get a booth, just get a ticket. And let's it's the 26th and the 27th, the 25th. Somebody put the 25th. Oh, Tanya's on here.
25th
Tanya,
and
where you
27th.
at? Where Tanya at? Raise your hand, Tanya, so I can see you. So Tanya is actually the one that told me about it. She was like, "Hey, you need to get in InvestFest." So we about to plan the brunch of the year in Atlanta.
I'm right here.
A lot of these people that's coming for InvestFest, we're going to invite them, the influencers and a lot of the business people. Many of them we already know. But Tanya, we are proud to host our first event in Atlanta at Pretty Plates.
Happy to have you guys. Can't wait.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, but why?
Happy to have you guys. Can't wait.
I can't hear you.
I can hear you. My phone's unmuted.
Yeah, but I know what's wrong. Go ahead, keep talking.
When I was trying to unmute it at first, it said that you had all the participants on mute, so I couldn't unmute my phone. So I don't know.
I know what's wrong.
But
Keep talking.
yes, I'll be here. We're gonna eat good. We're gonna network good, and I don't know. Meet some new clients, customers, all of that. So whoever can come, y'all need to come. We're gonna network good. And
So we're looking forward to supporting Tanya. We're looking forward to eating at Pretty Place. If you haven't had her food, it's gonna be amazing. But if you know anything about Atlanta, we're gonna have a great time in Atlanta as well. I'm probably gonna do like an after party or something too. So if you can come to Atlanta, especially if you're in the 1% club, I think we about to come out strong. Hopefully, one of me or one of the two of my business partners to be on stage. We working to make that happen as well. But if not, we still coming full fledged in Atlanta. My last thing before I put Alex up to teach us is I also got my big brother Chris on here. He's gonna help me launch 1% Club Miami. I'm looking to do that again in the next month. And we got some masterminds and some things that we're planning for 1% Club. So I want to learn something real quick in the chat. If you have a trust and your trust is set up, can you type a 7 in the chat? If you have a family trust and your trust is set up, can you type a 7 in the chat for me, please? I just want to take a poll real quick. Okay. All right, they coming in. All right. Now, if you have a trust that's set up and you want to learn how to transfer your assets over to your trust, type an 8 in the chat. All right, they coming in. All right. So that's gonna be our next training. If you didn't get the training last week, about how to get a holding company, you need to go back and watch it. It's in Slack. All right. So if since the training last week, you set up your holding company for your trust the way that I advise you to do it, whether it's a holding trust or whether it's a C Corp, type of 9 in the chat. So if you have your holding company set up properly for your trust, type of 9 in the chat. All right, that's only one person. I coach millionaires. What's going on? That's only 2 people. I coach millionaires. I coach 1%ers. I coach yacht owners. I coach Lamborghini owners. All right, that's only 3. Oh, that's 4. Okay, 4. We got over 1,000 members. Come on, y'all. We got over 1,000 1% club members, and I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now come on. All right. So I had more people say they wanted to learn how to transfer their assets over than I had people. So again, we do the training, but you don't do the work. So even if I do the training, you go do the work because you don't miss the whole step. The step is to get your holding trust or your C Corp. That's the next step after the bank. All right. So I did the training. I'm willing to do another one. But again, that's this information. People pay lawyers tens of thousands of dollars to get this information, to get the documents, to get the advice, to get the information. So you have it. So it's up to you to take advantage of it. That's an accountability moment. All right. So I'm done. So hold on, I gotta put Tanya on mute. All right, let's do that. And Alex. So I met Alex, and many of my 1%ers here were with me. I did a conference. I spoke at a conference in Atlanta. Aristotle brought me in to speak. We also did a brunch. Tanya and Tamika did the brunch. It was amazing. I mean, it wasn't a brunch, it was a dinner. We did a dinner, and I met a lot of incredible people at that conference. It was Karen was with me, Dwayne, he's on here, Karen was on here, Andrew was on here, Tamika was there. If I missed you and you on here, I apologize, but there were a lot of incredible people at that conference. And we came just like we about to come to Invest Fest. We came full-fledged, and we met a lot of incredible people. But I met Alex, and he has remained. I've met his brother, his family. So he actually started out, and he'll tell you his story. He started out in Miami, but now he's over here in Houston with us. He moved his family here. He has an incredible story that I want him to share with you guys. And I want him to kind of take the time to tell us his journey and what he does. His brand is Find and Flip, and I think it's an incredible brand because you can pretty much anybody under the sound of my voice can take his blueprint and go start the same type of business with $0, and he's gonna tell you how in just a few minutes. So Alex, thank you. You came yesterday to the screening of Adam and Eve. You came a few weeks ago to the office to take a tour. You are part of our 1% Club family, and I want to welcome you to Bootcamp. Everybody put some fires in the chat to welcome Alex to the stage. Fires in the chat! All right, you got the stage, brother. Take your time.
What's going on, everybody? Shoot, Damont, man, I appreciate you for bringing me on. You know, it means a lot. So yeah, my name's Alex. I go by Find and Flip on Instagram. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit about how I got started in my entrepreneurship journey. Kind of happened all by accident. It was many years ago. It was back in 2016 when I first found out about selling products online. And I found out by accident, a friend of mine told me that they can sell their used shoes on eBay. And I started looking into it. I had a sneaker collection at the time. So I started selling things out of my personal closet, and I made $5,000 the first 30 days. Now at the time, man, I was broke. So that was a lot of money. You know, I was just working odd jobs, working a traditional 9-to-5 job, getting paid $14, $15 an hour. So for me, making $5,000 in 1 month, that was a lot of money. So I immediately, I started figuring out how can I get more products. So I ended up doing some research, and I found out that that I can go to flea markets. So mostly when I first started, I was selling anything and everything. And I would go to flea markets. I've even, man, when I tell you I started with $0, I've gotten stuff out of the garbage, things that people literally throw out. And I've sold things from the garbage for hundreds of dollars. Now, at first, my family thought I was crazy. My wife thought I was crazy. So I would literally, you know, if I would see something on the side of the road and it was worth 20 bucks or more, I would pick it up and I would sell it, and I would turn it into cash. So basically turning trash to cash. So that's how I started with $0, and it kind of snowballed over time. I started going to flea markets. I started going to garage sales, estate sales. I started going to thrift stores, and you know, years later now, it's opened up a lot of doors for me. I've grown it to now we do multiple 6 figures a year in sales. I took a break for a couple of months. I was doing some stock trading and stuff like that. You know, trying to diversify myself. So I wasn't only, you know, selling products online. I was trying to add another stream of income. And, you know, I've rented cars on Turo. I've done Airbnb. All those things take a lot of money, take a lot of startup capital, really, for the most part. Right. And that's why I came back to my reselling roots, which is, you know, gotten me this far. And, you know, it's just, it's amazing. Like, it's crazy because I've sold things that I bought for $1 for $1,000, you know, and you just can't do that with anything in the world. Not that I know of. You know, it's a lot more harder. It's easier said than done. But after years of doing this every single day, you know, all day, all night, early mornings, long nights, you know, I've basically found a system that works for me, and you know, it can work for anyone. So last year or the year before, I opened up Find and Flip University, and I started teaching people, you know, because a lot of people struggle with making money, and that's something that, you know, a lot of people that I care about, you know, they would only have one way of making money, and that's going to a job, having a traditional 9-to-5, right? Not many people I know are entrepreneurs and are able to create money from themselves, you know, based off of like their work that they do, right? So everyone has to get paid from a job, right? So that's why I decided to teach people what I do. Now, for a long time, people thought I was crazy, but now after 6 years of me doing this, I've been able to sell just under $1 million worth of used clothing online on the internet. And, you know, we're still growing. I'm still in the beginning phase, you know, I'm still in the beginning stages. You know, but one thing that I have to say that, you know, really started everything, because this didn't just happen overnight. Took me a long time to get here. Especially like where I come from, the mindset and the way that I was brought up, what I was taught was that, you know, you have to work a job, or you have to go to college, right? Or you can't get tattoos right past your elbows to get a decent job or to make decent money, right? So I had to unlearn a lot of things. Nobody that I knew personally has ever made 6 figures, literally. Nobody that I personally knew has ever made 6 figures. So, you know, I was taking advice from the wrong people. And that's something that I see a lot of people doing. You know, their family cares about them, so they're trying to advise you and give you the best advice. But basically, I don't take advice from someone that I wouldn't switch positions with. So so like, you know, I love my parents, but if I took advice from them, then I would be in the same situation as them, right? So if I wanted to become a millionaire and I wanted to make all this money, I had to learn from people like Damont. I had to teach myself. I had to unlearn what I was taught, right? So I started going down the rabbit hole, and it's been years of just reading books and studying and following people like Damont. I've been following him for years since I met him at the since I met him at the in what was it, Aristotle's event. And you know, just guys like him, I've learned so much from him, and he's really opened up my mind to the possibilities, to how big you could really go with this. You know, there's a blueprint in life. There's like cheat codes. You just have to learn it. You know, so not you know, not many people get this far to even get this information. Like, not a lot of people get this type of information, right? There's so many people in the world, and they're still they're not even aware of the possibilities. You know, there's levels, and as you start to realize things in life, and as you start to learn, you realize that the possibilities are endless, and you could literally do anything that you put your mind to. You know, everyone thought I was crazy when I started this, and you know, I got my kids' names tattooed on my face. My mom and my dad, they all thought I was crazy. I did that so that I wouldn't be able to get a job ever again. So I wanted to basically put myself in a position where I had to, you know, hustle. And I gave up all the hustling in the street, all that stuff, once I figured out that you could sell products online, because I saw the possibilities. So, you know, after many years of, you know, doing this, I've been able to create a business where, you know, I have freedom. I can do what I want when I want. It's opened up a lot of doors for me. I was able to purchase a home 3 years ago. I purchased another home. Like, I sold my house in Florida. I just bought a house in Houston. I just got a new car, you know, my Tesla. I've been dreaming about that car for years. And, you know, being able to, you know, be here now in my house, my Tesla. Like, 4 years ago, I was sleeping on my mom's, in my mom's living room on an air mattress. So my son's fourth birthday was yesterday on the 26th. And literally, when my son was like 6 months old, I was still sleeping on an air mattress in my mother's living room. So literally, like 3.5 years ago, I didn't even own a home. I didn't have anything. I was sleeping on an air mattress. And shortly after that, after, you know, saving up money and grinding with the eBay and selling stuff online, I was able to purchase my first home. And at the time, I had 1 kid, and now I have 3 kids now. So, you know, as time went on, my hustle just grew, my hunger just grew. And as I was learning more and more, I've just been able to, you know, invest some money into the market, invest some money for my kids. I have some money in real estate. I have a home. I have my business is going well, thank God. But it's so crazy, because just 3.5 years ago, I was sleeping on an air mattress, right? So if you speak to anyone that knows me, they would never think that I would be here today so quick. I mean, it took a long time, but it just flies by, you know, the time flies by. So when you're really like putting in the effort and you're really grinding and you're focused, you could do anything you put your mind to. You literally can do anything you put your mind to. So hopefully after the end of this year, we'll have crossed over 7 figures in total sales since we started. I saw someone ask a question in the chat. If you guys have any questions, if you have them in the chat, and I'll answer them. Someone said, "What was my ROI on the 1 million?" So right now, I'll give you. I don't mind sharing some numbers from this month so far. So this month so far, I've done just under $17,000 in sales, and the profit on that, my cost of goods were $5,000, and I sold it for $16,000. Now, after fees and everything, my profit is about $7,500. So I spent $5,000 to make $7,500 profit. So usually, you know, I buy some things I make $100 on average. Right now, my average sale price is $50-something, and my average net profit is about $22. So it's a grind. It's a grind to do this. You know, I have to find a lot of products. It's not easy, but anyone can do this with the right training. So I created a course, and it basically teaches anyone that's interested. It teaches them everything you need to know to start with $0 and scale your business to multiple 6 figures, and to run a successful online a business, a reselling business. So, you know, that's why they call me Find and Flip. I've been finding and flipping for a while, and you know, it got me here, and I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful, and I think anyone can do this. So I think everyone should know how to do this.
So realistically,
Definitely.
you could start with what's in your closet.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. You can start with what's in your closet, and most people in America have a lot of stuff in their closet.
Type of, I'm interested to know this, Alex. Type of 7 in the chat if you got stuff in your closet you haven't worn for 2 or 3 years.
Right.
7.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. How many people donate? How many people donate their stuff?
They said if you haven't worn it for 2 or 3 years, you need to purge. You're not 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna use it, you're just hoarding on to it. So that's your business right there. Your business is in your closet.
Yep. You can start from around your house, literally. That's how I started.
But
yeah, I'm doing it so much.
Hey, Alex, I have a few questions, and you're willing to take as much time as you need to. But if anybody has any questions, please raise your hand, because I know there's a lot of, you don't even have to be in the fashion world for this, do you? Like, do you have to be?
You can sell. No, so I focus on clothing, but I've sold electronics, I've sold furniture, I've sold anything. I can sell any type of products online.
So, but in a store like Nordstrom's and Saks or Macy's, like the store behind the structure, the infrastructure of the store are buyers. It's people who buy the stuff for the stores, right? They know what people like. So typically, what Alex does, he has to know when he's buying something, he got to know it, or if people are gonna like it. So like he posted this Tommy Hilfiger vest that I had in high school in 1996. And it's a reversible Tommy Hilfiger. On one side it's plaid, and on the other side it's like a tan beige, yeah. And I died. It was like a down jacket, right? I used to wear that jacket. I used to wear that vest all the time. And you posted it. And I'm thinking, man, like you never. They say one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? And he built a whole 6-figure business on it. So I hear people all the time talking about, well, I don't have the money to start a business, or I don't have the money to put into my existing business, or I need another stream of income, or I need some cash flow. You can literally start this business that he's doing and pay down your debt, or use that money to invest in other businesses. If you have discipline, So anybody with any questions? Anybody with any questions for him?
Absolutely. That's a real good point though. Literally anybody can do this. And a lot of people I know, they have debt. A lot of people I know, they still don't believe that they can do this, but literally anyone could do this. Like you literally take a picture, you post it online. There's buyers online. I sell stuff mostly on eBay. They got a couple other apps and stuff like that. I saw someone ask, where do I sell my stuff on? I have a website as well. But when I was driving traffic to the website, that's why I prefer to sell on eBay. They do all the advertising for me, you know. And it's, man, you'd be surprised what people pay for used clothing. You will literally be surprised. So today I did like $700 in sales. Everything is used clothing, you know, and I'm buying things for pennies on the dollar. It's almost like a cheat code. So sometimes I tell myself, if I know how to do it, why am I not going harder?
Hey, you got any of your products in there? Show us a few things that you like, some stuff that you put on eBay.
Oh yeah, I got some stuff right here. So I just went shopping today. I just got all this stuff in like 2 hours. It's not nothing crazy. It's this, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this.
How much would you sell that for? How much would you sell that jacket for?
Brother, someone will pay $50 for this.
Really?
Yeah, I paid 10.
Okay. So that's
this. I paid $8 for it. This is a brand called Piranha, and it's newer tags. I paid $8 from the thrift store, and I'm gonna post it for like $35 and that'll be like a $2 bill easy. So I'll post something for $35, and then being that I bought it for $8, I accept offers sometimes. So I'm negotiable. So what I like to do is I like to just keep it flowing. Like as long as I'm making profit, I sell it. I'm not attached to anything, and I just keep it moving. I'm trying to move products. I got this. I sell a lot of women's clothes. So this is a woman's Ralph Lauren. So I paid $10 for this, and I'm gonna post that for like 40, $50. So just off these products right here, I mean, just so basically I make about 20 something dollars profit per product. So when I'm out today, I probably bought about in 2 hours like 30 something products maybe. So how I figure it, and I went to 3 stores. So 3 stores, and I got 30 something products. Yeah, I sell on Poshmark too. I sell a lot on Poshmark. I think I've sold almost $300,000 on my main Poshmark page. I do a lot of women's clothing. So it's so funny because they'll see me in the store, in the women's section. I get a lot of stuff in the women's clothes. And I just look crazy in the middle of the women's clothes, but I don't care because I'm just doing my business. I'm minding my business, and people are like, what the hell is this guy doing in the women's section? I buy all kinds of women's clothing. And it's funny when I'm checking out every time. It's hilarious, but this is what I do. So I love it.
Alex, do you clean the stuff before you send it out?
I'm a professional cleaner when it comes to that, man. I'll take something that's all marked up and I'll get out the marks. Cause I like saving the clothes, cause really it's what's it called? When you're damn, I just forgot the freaking name. Recycling. You're recycling. So instead of letting the clothes go to the landfill, because what happens with all these donations is if no one buys them in the thrift stores, the stuff goes to the landfill. So what I like to do is I like to get the stuff and save it and find it a new home. And then I get a customer. So if I feel like I can clean something and make it from dirty to clean and make a couple dollars on it, I'll do it. Especially like a nice piece that could be saved. So man, you just gave all this stuff to Goodwill. Yeah. So Goodwill, I spent like maybe $500 today at Goodwill. So at a couple different locations.
Get to know your new.
So I love people like you guys that donate clothes. That's how I find all my stuff. So, but yeah, anyone could do this. So, a lot of people complain, like you were saying, they complain that they don't have the funds to invest in their credit or to start a business or to get a rental property or to do this, that. Man, I just want to read this real quick. I just relaunched my course that I had it closed for over a year, and one of my old students, they just wrote on here. I'm trying to they just wrote something, and I was like, man, this is pretty inspiring. Let me see. Oh, here it is. She said, I'm gonna skim through it, but she said, hi, my name's Anna. I attend She said the second year of reselling, and she took this course, she sold over $35,000 worth of products part-time. And her goal this year is to make $50,000 part-time. She's a 34-year-old mother of 8. She has a job. She's busy with the family, and she does this on the side. And she made $35,000 in 1 year. That's a lot of money per month. That's almost $100 every single day. And she's killing it. That's just one of my students. I have like a couple of students that are still making over $30,000 a year doing this, making a couple $1,000s a month. So I know a lot of people can use a couple $1,000s a month extra. So yeah, that's why I started this.
The average American doesn't even have $1,000 saved up. So you started this business. Look at all these people in the chat that say they just donated all these clothes away. You can really literally go around to your family and your friends and say, hey, give me all the stuff that you haven't worn in the last 2 years, and I'm gonna bring you back some money for it. And
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's literally a side business. We all are consumers, and you know, and putting it on those type of platforms, you don't even have to worry about, like you said, marketing it. What you told me, you was like, man, I'm not even a people person. I don't even like talking to people. I could do this. I could shop. I could put it online. I can go to sleep. And by the time I wake up, I'd have made some money.
I'm grateful, man. It's crazy when you say it like that, but it's like, it's so crazy, bro. Every day I sell some stuff. I still can't believe it's still mind blowing to me because I personally wouldn't buy use stuff online. I'll buy used, but I gotta try it on. So the fact that you could sell a product online without physically meeting a person and people will spend hundreds of dollars with you, you know, it's crazy. And in America, there's so much stuff being donated. There's so much. We have a surplus of stuff. There's so much stuff everywhere. Houston and even Miami, when I lived in Miami, they're like big ports where they ship a lot of stuff overseas. And there's just so much extra in this country. So I found a little niche and I'm taking advantage of it right now.
Hey, so do you find, again, if anybody has any questions, raise your hand so I can know. Do you find that that Houston, like different markets have better stuff? So do you think that like Houston has better stuff than Miami, or LA might have better stuff than you know, Ohio, or I mean,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you know what you're looking for, I mean, you can find products anywhere. I was in the middle of Iowa, in the middle of Minnesota, in the middle of nowhere, tiny town. And I went to a couple of thrift stores there and I found some of the best stuff ever. And it was in a little small town. You could be in Miami, they have a lot of designer stuff, really good market, a lot of rich people, a lot of wealthy people there. So a lot of donations. Texas is just huge and it's like Central America. So it's Central United States. So it's a big port shipping stuff overseas, and it's actually like a really good market. So I've been here for almost 2 months now, and the stuff that I've been finding here has just been insane. So I'm like grateful to be here. It's just all working out, you know. But there's opportunities everywhere. So you can do this anywhere.
So I know somebody that was selling stuff on eBay and come to find out the stuff was fake. So they shut down their eBay account. Yeah. How do you know when you're buying something from a like a Salvation Army or Goodwill or one of those places? How do you know that it's authentic to be able to resell it and then not for the person not to be like upset?
Right. Well, for one, like I mean, like, you know, I buy a lot of designer clothing myself. So I used to not, but as I started coming out, I started buying some designer stuff. I actually have bought a lot of designer stuff. So that's how, since I'm into fashion, you know, and I don't mind buying something because at the end of the day, if I buy a $700 hoodie, once I'm done with it and worn it and all that type of good stuff, I'll sell it for $400. So I'm not completely losing. It still has some type of value. So, but by me buying a lot of designer stuff, I've been able to feel the fabric. I've been able to see the tags and I've been able to study. And I've touched millions of pieces of clothing in the thrift store. I'm going through, like, I go through 1,000 pieces. I probably only get 10 to 20 pieces. So there's a very select few things that I actually are able to like make a profit on. So I touch a lot of clothes and just became kind of like an expert when it comes to like the designer stuff, because I do kind of specialize in a lot of designer stuff. I sell a lot of designer stuff. So that's like one of my specialties.
So can I tell you a story? So growing up, you know, I didn't wear, we call it in our community, we call it secondhand clothing, right? So yeah, I didn't wear secondhand clothing, thank God, but sometimes some of my friends did. And they when they got older, they was like, I'm never gonna wear secondhand clothing. I don't want to have to wear other people's clothing, blah, 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 blah. So as I got older, moved to LA and started meeting more wealthy people, and they all, if you say, call them on a Saturday and you say, hey, what are you doing? Oh, we're going, what do they call it?
Griffin.
thrifting, yeah. But growing up, like that was an insult. Like people felt like you
Right.
were poor if you had to go, your mother or family had to go to what they call a secondhand place to get clothes. Now, but you got wealthy people that go thrifting and buy things for pennies on the dollar, and they are excited. They are excited about going to garage sales. They are excited about going to so we live in a different day and time. But if you can make that income, to me, like a lot of people say shopping is therapeutic for them. But if you're going shopping and now you're going shopping to make money, it makes sense.
It's a win-win. Yeah, it's crazy because I love to shop. I love to shop, but it's not when I'm shopping, I'm getting paid to shop too. So finding deals, and it is exciting, man. It is exciting when you find something for $1 and you can sell it for $35. That's exciting. Or $5 to 20. That's exciting to me. So I'm doing that all day. So I'm kind of living the dream. I feel like I'm living the dream right now, that I'm able to like go and do this, you know. And it's actually, there's a big community of this. There's a lot of people doing this, especially part-time. There's a lot of people doing this on the side, making thousands of dollars a year or a month. It's extremely possible, and anyone could do it.
So, you know, we live in a world with dollars. I don't have any in the 1% club, but I'm gonna just speak for the dollars. So what if I took $100 and I went thrifting and I go and I try to put something on eBay and just my luck, nothing sells? What do I do?
Well, first of all, I would say before you go out and just buy some stuff that you think is good, you gotta do a little bit of research, right? And I would actually recommend you start with some stuff in your closet. I would recommend you start so you learn how to take photos of an item, right? Because there's a lot of things that I teach in my course like that people just, you don't know. You don't know how to make a listing for an item to make it sell. You want to make a nice, good advertisement. So what I do is, since my clothing are used, I take measurements. So I have measurements so that to make sure that the item fits. You know, the item can shrink if you wash it or dry it, right? So I have measurements on all my items. I take very good pictures of all my items. I make sure that my description is, you know, like if you're making an Airbnb.
Can you show us an example, Alex? Can you share your screen? Show us the example real quick.
Shoot, let me see if I can show.
Also on your phone.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. Let me see how I can do this.
I'm thinking about getting
Well, I think I can.
I got a storage full of hundreds of shoes, bro. I have
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
I know. Can y'all see my screen or no? Y'all see my screen? Screen broadcast.
And really, I don't know about nobody else, but I know me. Really, I normally wear the stuff that I wear all the time. Like I don't the stuff that I haven't worn, I don't wear that no more, or I go buy new stuff. So this is eBay.
Yeah. So look, this is a couple of items that I just sold today. I don't know if you can see, there's a dust bag right there, a Balenciaga dust bag. So when I buy designer shoes, I take the dust bags and I sell them. My Louis Vuitton ones, I get like $35.
Man, I got so many of them dust bags. You saying people buy them?
Yeah, bro. I don't know what they do with them, but people do buy them. I sold hundreds. I've sold hundreds of them. I don't even know. So like those shoes, I bought them for $10. Those dust bags, I actually bought hundreds of dust bags for like 20 cents a piece. And I've been selling those. Those jeans I sold for 30. I paid like $7 for it. Yeah, so it's a pair of Diesel jeans. I don't know if you guys know the brand, but I just take pictures of it and then I'll show you. Look, this thing, look at that. It even had that on the jeans, guys. So look, this person paid me $30 plus they paid me $18 shipping. And the craziest thing is I'm gonna pay like $8 shipping. Oh no, look, they paid me $15 shipping. So in total, they paid $48. But it only cost me like $7 for the item.
That's like I'm gonna make like $20 on it. So it's crazy. And that had a rip on it. So this jacket here, a no-name brand, just a vintage jacket. And it wasn't even the best picture, but it's the style jacket that this is. This is a vintage leather jacket. And I sold it for, I think the buyer paid all in over $100. Let me see on my main computer. They paid $69.99 plus shipping. I'm about to show you guys. And look, if you can see in the corner, I have other clothes laying there. Pictures weren't even that good, but the item still sold. Let me see. $25 shipping. So the person paid $102. And I picked this up for $20 the other day. So 20 into 70, you know, it's that was a good flip right there. And yeah, I just sell a bunch of different products. So this is all from today, the 27th, right? Today's the 27th. Yeah, so this is all from today. And this is just eBay. So I do that, and then let me see.
How many days before
So
you
not
ship
bad.
them out? Or you normally ship them out the next day?
Yeah, I ship them out like same day, really. I ship them out like same day. I'm pretty on top of it. But and then this is Poshmark right here. So this is a sale that I got today also. And I just got those the other day. I paid $4.50 each. So I paid $9, and I'm netting
So
$66.
$20 you made for $20 you made $100.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, easy. So it's a lot of things. So there's sometimes where I'll let me see. So there's sometimes where I'll just sell stuff that's that I'll make $10 on, $15 on, depending on what it is, you know. But you know, I sold something the other day for 150 that I got it for $10. So
Do you ever get stuck with stuff that you can't move?
Not really, because I have a certain criteria of buying. And actually right now, like my stuff, now that I've kind of like, this is not, you can't just expect this for anyone that's starting out doing this. But for me, I move my clothes within 60 days of getting it. So if anything has been posted and I still have it after 60 days, I do a big discount on it, and it'll usually move. Or I'll put it on an auction, because eBay started with auctions. So you can start an auction at like 99 cents, and then people will bid it up. Or you can start an auction at whatever price. But I like to start it at $1, and then gets a couple people like interested in it. They're like, oh shoot, $1. And then they kind of have like a little bidding war, and I'll just move the stale inventory. And then I started back doing this wholesale. I got a wholesale box. That box, someone paid me $700 for that box of clothing right there. One of my students, and they're gonna take that box of clothing and they're gonna turn that into like $1,500. So, you know, and I made a couple dollars on it, and then they'll be able to make some money on it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to you know, I'm growing my business right now, but also I'm still trying to help other people. So for a long time, I took down my course. I wasn't focusing on it, but now I have a little bit more time, and you know, I'm back to teaching people, and because I really do want to help. I really do want to help, because I know a lot of people. This could change their life. This changed my life. It really did. Like, I don't know what I would be doing if I didn't figure this out.
Hey, so we have a few questions. Somebody, Manuela said, do you have to have a retail license or reseller license?
No, you don't even have to have an LLC technically to get started. Like, you could just sell stuff out of your closet. I don't have a resale certificate, so I probably should. Well, I definitely should, because then I wouldn't be paying taxes when I purchase the inventory, because I'm paying taxes when I purchase the inventory, and when I sell the inventory, I pay taxes, and when I collect, like I'm getting taxed like crazy. So that's something that I'm working on. Like getting my business structure a little bit more structured. You know, I've been just focused on making the money. So I'm working on that.
And then Chris asked, do you sometimes make money off of the shipping costs?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I make a good amount on the shipping.
All right. So does anybody have any questions that you want to ask yourself? Raise your hand. If not, Alex, you've done an incredible job. Tell them where they can you know, I don't normally endorse people, but I mess with you, you know. But tell them where they can sign up for your course if they want to take it. I think anybody that's looking for a side hustle or a part-time job, like, to me, it shouldn't be nobody broke or talking about, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills or I don't know how I'm gonna invest no money. He just showed you a way you can start with what you have. And then if I gotta go do, me and my business partner talked about this earlier, whatever you gotta do, you gotta do. If I gotta go drive Ubers at night and I gotta do this during the day, that's what I do. You feel me?
Yep.
Like, I'm gonna make more than I'm making on the job, because I determine how much I make. So I just don't want the 1% mindset. He said it earlier, you gotta learn to unlearn. The 1% mindset is I have to literally do what I have to do, but I have to have a plan on what I want to do, not just working just to pay bills. No, my plan is to do this so that I can take all of this money and now I'm going to invest this into my first rental property. Or I'm going to take all of this money, then I'm going to go invest it into my first rental car or whatever that is, versus saying, you know what, I don't have the money. Or if we start talking about going on a trip or going to Dubai or going to Miami, or going everybody will find money for that. So they do. That people find money for what they want to find money for. But when you start talking about, hey, do this structure, do it for 3 to 5 years, put all the money into an index account and leave it in there for the next 20 years and see what happens. Everybody in this room will be a multi-millionaire by the time they retire. Just by doing a side hustle that could maybe turn into a full-fledged business. Who knows? But any other questions?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is just the beginning. By the way, I did all this. When I first got started, I didn't have a bank account. I didn't even have a credit card. I didn't have anything. So, you know, you guys are in the right room right now with Damont. So he'll get you all plugged in with all that. And yeah, so that's it.
Sign up for how they can sign up for your course. Where do they go?
Oh yeah, Find and Flip University. Find and Flip. I'll type it in the chat for anyone. And it's $200. It's a 4-week course. And yeah, it's everything you need to know to start an online business. You guys can check it out there. I'll just post the link in the chat. And yeah, Damont, man, I really appreciate you for having me on today. It's an honor, man. Like, you know, you're my guy, man. You're my guy. I appreciate you, bro. I
appreciate you, man. When I meet people that say, hey, I started a business with zero and I turned it into a 6-figure business, like that's a resilient, incredible person, man, for you to, because I'm sure there's been times where you were discouraged, or times when, you know, when you making money every day like this, you really got to have discipline. It's like barbers and beauticians and people, nail techs and people that do eyelashes and all that. When you making money every day, you got to establish a level of discipline, because you still got bills to pay, you still got other things to do, but you still got to live for the day.
Exactly. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. And I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's definitely a lot. All my entrepreneurs, I salute you guys, because it's not an easy road. Plenty of times I wanted to give up. Plenty of nights I was hungry. I couldn't afford to go to get something to eat, you know, and it was all worth it. All them long nights of really just staying persistent and never giving up, never quitting, never listening to the people that told me to go get a job, just staying focused and believing in myself. Like, it just changed my life. So, you know, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everything you've done and everything, you know, you're teaching me and everything. So this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We just getting started.
Man, you gonna make your first million, man, really soon.
Oh yeah.
You really close to it, but you gonna make a whole lot more millions, man. By duplicating yourself and teaching other people what you do. So many people don't want to tell people how they formula or they blueprint. But really duplicating yourself, because you can't be in 50 states. You can't be all around the world, you know. So that's gonna take you to a whole nother level, man. So
yeah, for sure. No, I appreciate that, man.
So thank you, Alex. You are 1% Club. Thank you for taking the time. to give us type of 7 in the chat if you learned something new today. Type of 7 in the chat if you learned something new today.
I appreciate
So
it.
we planting seeds over here, right?
Yep.
Type of 8 in the chat if you can just experiment with what the information he gave you with your closet.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know how it goes. I definitely want to get some feedback. I'm excited to hear that.
Before we go, Alex, what you think about kids' clothes? Do people put their kids in do people shop for their kids on eBay and stuff?
They do. I used, yeah, but it's got to be like some certain stuff. But yeah, people absolutely do. Absolutely,
I know people
especially
funny about their kids. I don't.
Yeah, especially shoes. I mean, I've gotten a lot of people on Instagram have sent me vintage, rare stuff for my kids. I got a whole bunch of rare stuff for my kids, and it's actually valuable. It's crazy. But certain things, though, certain things.
Okay. And is it hard to set up an eBay account for resale? Is that
No, not at all. It's real easy. It's real easy. Anyone could do it. You just hop online, sign up, boom. And just, yeah, like you said, just make sure you don't post nothing fake on there or try to do sell something and not ship it out. They'll block your account, and they hold your payments in the beginning. Just a heads up, in the beginning, if you start a new account and if you sell a $500 pair of Gucci shoes, they're going to hold your payment. And once the buyer gets it and verifies that they've received it and it's, they're good, that the transaction went smooth, then they'll release your funds. But you have nothing to worry about. Everything's 100% insured and all that kind of stuff. And if you guys have any questions, you could find me on Instagram, Find and Flip, and you can ask me. I'm more than willing to help. And I put the link in the chat for anyone that wants to sign up. And yeah, no, I appreciate you.
Type of 7 in the chat if you are not going to hoard anymore. You are going to sell. You are going to flip. You are no longer going to hoard. You are going to flip. Right? You are going to flip. All right, I see it in there. All right.
For sure.
Some of y'all got so much money in y'all garages and y'all houses, y'all basements and y'all attics, everywhere. Y'all just got money.
There's money everywhere.
And let's just be honest. If you die today, your family is throwing that stuff away. So you might as well get the little, my grandmother used to say, you might as well get the little change now while you can and invest that change into something else that can make you more change. Because if you die today, your family is throwing all that stuff you hold on to away.
Literally.
Yes. Yep. They're clearing it out. All right, thank you, Alex. Can I get 3 people to do affirmations with me today? Can I get 3 people to raise their hand, do affirmations with me today? Alex, you more than welcome to do it with me, man.
Yeah, I can do it. Show me how it's done.
You just go say whatever your truth is, man.
Okay.
So many people in here, we've been doing this a long time. Some people in here don't say nothing. They just listen. I love them. So they manifesting in their spirit and in their heart and in their house. They the shy people. Some of them hide behind the camera. But they here, so I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
And then there's some people that speak every week or every month, and I've seen the manifestation happen of just words. Words have power. Like words have power. I said I'm gonna start. The truth is I'm gonna have one of the top. I'm gonna have one of the top podcasts in the world. Well, we're not there yet, but I'm sitting right now in the podcast studio and we just filmed a podcast yesterday. Imagine how many people it would have never happened. They would have never even started. They just been saying, yeah, I need to start a podcast. Yeah, I need to start a podcast. So those are things. So when you're on the other side of that manifestation, you actually see that words do have power. Like right now, I just tell somebody, I said, look, I live my dream life, but everything that I've ever spoken, it happens. Like it happens. Like I remember when Brian, that movie you saw yesterday, like I said, I remember when he came into my office, it was in my house downtown LA, and he told us he had a script for that movie. That's crazy. That was 3 years ago.
That's crazy. That was a really good movie, by the way. Like, very impressed. That was a really good movie.
and he never stopped until he got it done, right? But I see the power of people being persistent instead of just talking. If you hang around me and all you do is talk, I'm not gonna talk to you no more. Because I want to hear you actually putting action behind your words. So when we do manifestation time, people think we crazy. I know they do, but the truth is I don't care, because the truth is I'm in a room full of multi-millionaires. I'm in a room full of trustees, people who a year or 2 or 3 years ago didn't even know how to set up a trust fund or open a family bank or set up a trust bank account or set up a hedge fund or set up a holding company or build business credit with a LLC only, a EIN only. You know, so the seeds that are in this room are going to harvest forever. But that all started with somebody saying, I want to learn how to, I'm going to learn how to do business credit. I'm going to learn how to have a good credit score. I'm going to learn how to get in an American Express Club. I'm going to learn how to get a rental car and put it into a fleet. I'm going to learn how to start an online business. It all started with that. That's words have power.
Yeah.
So, all right, so I'm in a room full of millionaires. I only got one hand. Now, something's wrong with that. Now, come on, y'all. I'm in a room full of millionaires, AKA trustees. I've been bragging on y'all on every podcast I go on. I've been bragging on y'all on every interview I do. And now I'm in a room full of all these people, and I can't get 3 people to do manifestation time with me.
Yeah, I'll go.
All right. No, you, I ain't counting you. I got you, but I need one more. I need one more. All right. My same 3 that my faithful 3. All right, so I never get no new people, but my faithful 3. All right. The truth is, I coach the most incredible people on this earth. The truth is, I have the most amazing business partners on this earth. The truth is, we will help over 100,000 families to learn how to be debt-free and how to build trust funds and how to be amongst the elite. The truth is, we will have one of the best conferences this year in the 1% Club. The truth is, we are going to work together and build each other's empires and support each other's businesses and support each other's dreams in the 1% Club. We are going to create a market and an infrastructure where we spend money with each other, because we can't just make all this money and spend it with other people. We got to build our own community. The truth is, I am grateful for each one of you that trust us to lead you and guide you. I'm grateful for each one of you that have done everything that it takes to set the standard and to build the structure for your family for generations to come. The truth is, they will know your name in 7 generations, which is 150 years. The truth is, I am blessed. I am healthy. I am in one of the greatest spaces I've ever been in my life, and I'm grateful. The truth is, it's this conference that I want to be in that's next month, and I am going to hear this week that I'm going to be a speaker in that conference. I'm believing that. All right. Next person, the truth is, go ahead, Karen. The truth is, Karen.
The truth is, I am a walking magnet. The truth is, everything that I touch will just magnify everyone. The truth is, I'm not going to hoard these clothes that I was getting ready to take to Goodwill. The truth is, I am going to put those clothes on eBay. The truth is, I know I have a lot of stuff that is worth money that I was just going to take and give away. But the truth is, I am now going to put it on eBay. The truth is, I am going to start rehabbing, which I started rehabbing furniture. So the truth is, I'm just learning new ways to make passive income. The truth is, I will be a millionaire. The truth is, I will have that Rolls Royce. The truth is, I will have this place paid off. So I have a couple of houses paid off. Then the truth is, I am going to have an Airbnb company. The truth is, we are going to be the best, one of the best franchisees in Indianapolis. The truth is, we could not do any of this without you. The truth is, I'm so glad that you believe in us. The truth is, we do love you. And the truth is, that is my truth.
Good job, Karen. Rob, the truth is.
The truth is, I am wealthy. the truth is we will take this to the top and beyond. The truth is I will be able to bless others as they have blessed me. The truth is I will start my family bank. The truth is I will be the first millionaire in my family. And the truth is we will have the #1 franchise in the company right here in Indianapolis. And that's our truth.
Talk that talk, Rob. The truth is, Andrea.
The truth is, I am surrounded by greatness. The truth is, I am so grateful for this opportunity to be a part of the 1%. The truth is, yes, I am one of the ones that has came in wanting to change my personal credit, wanting to change my business credit, and all those things has taken place. It's been nothing but favor. The truth is that every business that I have actually said I wanted is coming to pass. I have a fragrance line. My samples are on its way. I'm so excited. The truth is, Alex, I wish I would have known you a couple of weeks ago. Matter of fact, a couple of days ago, although I do remember meeting you at the Atlanta briefing, but I'm going to now invest and make money. I am going to do that as well because I didn't gave thousands and thousands of dollars away to people that ain't doing nothing but doing what you're doing. The truth is, everything we touch is blessed. We're anointed. We're graced with favor. No weapon formed against any of us in the 1% or any entity that Coach and them are about will ever prosper. We are blessed and highly favored. That is our truth.
Good job, Andrew. Ahmad, trustee, AKA. Go ahead, man.
All right, there I go. All right, truth is I'm wealthy. Truth is my family is blessed. Truth is bought a new home today. Truth is we're going to buy more homes going forward. Truth is we're going to have the #1 franchise of the 1% Club in Los Angeles. Truth is we're going to be great. Truth is there's nothing but prosperity. We're going to be strong mentally, physically, and spiritually. Truth is I want everybody to be blessed and have a good evening. That's my truth.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Appreciate it.
Rob, he said he's coming for #1. All right, go ahead, Alex. The truth is, Alex.
My truth is that I am wealthy. My truth is that my kids will be trust fund babies. My truth is that I will be the first multimillionaire in my family. The truth is that I will help change 1,000 families' lives. The truth is that I will make multi-million dollars in my business. And the truth is that I appreciate you guys. And this is just the beginning. That's my truth.
Good job, Dominic. And then my business partner, Tyree, is going to take us out of here. The truth is, Mr. Sack.
The truth is I am healthy. The truth is I am wealthy. The truth is I am a multi-millionaire. The truth is I am starting a multi-million-dollar clothing brand. The truth is, I don't know, that's my truth.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. I think you did good, man. The truth is, Coach Fresh, take us out. The truth is.
The truth is God is the greatest. The truth is life is good. The truth is the 1% is the best thing smoking. The truth is everybody on this call gonna build generational wealth for their family. The truth is everybody's healthy. The truth is everybody's blessed. The truth is we are gonna continue to grow. The truth is we're gonna continue to be disciplined. We're gonna continue to be consistent. The truth is 1% Club is it.
All right, we out. Everybody put a 1 in the finger in the camera. A 1 in the camera for 1% Club. A 1 in the camera for, in order to be in the 1% Club, you gotta do what the 99% won't do. A 1 in the camera is you go read, you go be committed, you go have change your mindset, and you are not gonna surround yourself by people that don't have substance and value. Everybody have a good night. Oh, hold on. Tedrick, come on. The truth is.
The truth is, we got an amazing group of people on this Zoom call tonight. The truth is, everybody on here will be successful and will be millionaires. And this year in 2023, the truth is we got future yacht owners. The truth is we got future successful business owners. The truth is we will thrive. The truth is I believe in every one of y'all.
That's his truth.
That's my truth.
And we out. The truth is we love y'all. Good night.